Welcome to managing your expectations for the outcome you're looking for on your fitness journey. The reason this is in the pre-start version, this is in the pre-start model of this curriculum, is that it's really important to help manage your expectations and what you're expecting to get from your fitness journey. Okay, I think what you're expecting to get, what you're imagining, or your expectation of what the process is going to be like, what your expectation of what the journey is going to feel like, and what you're going to get from it, how fast you're going to get what you're looking for. And I'm going to also use this video as a means to kind of set your expectations in the right place about what is possible, to bust myth. I hate that word, busting myths. But yeah, it's part of the what we are going to be doing in this curriculum and in this program, to bust these fitness ideologies that keep us stuck on a fitness journey, or what a fitness journey should look like. We have all these ideas and notion that a fitness journey has to be a struggle, that it has to deal with serious discipline, that it's not part of your everyday fun life, it's a part of your everyday life. And this is what this model is here for, to help you just make sense of what this journey is like and how you can set your expectations in a way that would work for you, and in a way that you want to in a way that you would want to get the best experience from this, and not have this pathologizing experience where you're always thinking about the worst. Okay, I'm gonna go hungry, I'm gonna be stressed out, I have to change everything I eat, I have to go keto and just go buy expensive supplements and foods that my family won't usually eat because I'm on this fitness journey. And once I get to this body size or number on the scale, then everything is going to be all right and shiny and sunny. And that expectation that you're going to, it already feels too much, that you're going to change all those things about yourself just to get to a certain body size that you're not even sure is going to make you feel a certain way, it's going to give you that satisfaction you're looking for. So when you're thinking about the journey, you're thinking about all these things you have to do. Immediately, a fitness lifestyle doesn't feel like something you want to commit to for the rest of your life. You don't even see yourself committing to it for the rest of your life, because the process you're already setting yourself up for is already overwhelming and intimidating and hard, right? And it's not something you want to sustain, and this is not how you want to live your life. Nobody wants to live your life counting their meals, always on the check, always checking their bodies. Nobody wants to live that way, just being scared and not loving what your body looks like, even when you're in a bigger body than you're used to, or maybe morning when you were leaner, all these things. So we're going to be helping you manage expectations. This is my third time recording this video. It's not that it's still the same thing, but I'm trying to pass a message across. And one thing about this curriculum is that it's always updated. I just started reading this book, The Expectation Effect. Okay, under my laptop for support, The Expectation Effect, and it's really helping me make sense of all the mistakes we make, what life should feel like, what our health journeys should feel like. It talks about the placebo effect, and it talks about exercising in this light, that it's really, and I've been practicing this for months, but never really sat down to understand it that way, right? That the everyday thing you do can count as exercise, but you have to think about it that way. You have to start to see it that way, because before you get the psychological and physical result from it. It talked about a study. I've heard about this study before, but I've never really seen it in this light, except after reading this book and doing some research on expectations and placebo effect. And that is why this video came along, from all that research about expectations. And I feel like it has to be at the beginning of this course, because if you don't set your expectations right, if we don't from the beginning set our expectations right, it's going to be really hard to come to this place where, because we're going to carry our previous experiences with fitness into the journey, regardless of what I'm saying. And I've had that mistake a lot of times where clients, after getting all the information from me, go ahead to want to fasten the process because it's still the same expectation, the same ideologies, the same mindset. So nothing has changed, and it's like you're having this new information, but you're still using the same mindset with it. You're like, okay, you can eat anything you want, but then you're still scared of food. You're still, managing your food, still saving it for that moment when you can eat anything you want, still having a cheat day in mind, but it's not cheat day anymore. It is now permission to eat, right? It's the same mindset, the same ideologies, but then using it in the same way you would do it before. That's why we are in this video. I know all these long introductions, why you need to manage your expectations. So it's important to set realistic goals. One mistake we make is we go into a fitness journey, we want to lose 20 kg in 60 days. And if you think about it, maybe all this while, for years now, you've not been able to exercise, you've been on different diets that have not worked. You have this idea that diets don't work for you, or that it's for only the strong-willed and the disciplined people. And you're hoping that this next goal you set with the same ideas that you had, with the same experiences that is still clouding your mind, that is going to be different somehow. And maybe you had the guts to set an audacious goal. So it's like, this better work out with the same limiting mindset. It's not going to work. So you have to set realistic goals, and it's okay to set a goal of 20 kgs of losing 20 kgs in 60 days. But then what we don't sit down to talk about, and I've talked about setting progress markers in one of my podcasts, I'm still going to talk about it in this curriculum a lot. One of the downsides of setting this kind of goal is that you have not really sat down to think about the process you have to go through to get to be able to lose 1 kg and keep it off, right? The problem is not losing 20 kgs. The problem is actually losing 1 kg and not gaining it back, right? But when you go ahead to lose 1 kg and gain it back, and lose 1 kg and gain it back, it's like you're still in the same body size you've been trying to run away from. And how can you now lose 20 kgs if you've not been able to lose 1 kg, 1 kg and keep it off for good, right? And adopt the lifestyle of someone that has lost 1 kg. You know, the things you did to lose 1 kg. It's the same thing you have to keep doing to lose 20 kgs. It doesn't get harder. It doesn't get more complicated. It's still the same thing. You just have to maintain a certain lifestyle. But to be able to maintain a certain lifestyle, it has to be possible with your current realities. You don't just say it's, maintaining a healthy habit. What does a healthy habit look like to you? It looks different for all of us. It's the same, but the way we apply it looks different. And the reality of it looks different for all of us. I don't have kids. I have the opportunity to travel. I'm single. So what I can do for my fitness and the time I have to do it looks different. For someone that might not have kids, they can travel, but they have a lot of work to do. They have a lot of things. They don't know anything about exercising. They don't know anything about their bodies. They don't know anything about food. So what you do for fitness would look different. What you're able to do, your capacity to do things. So setting goals according to what somebody else has said is one big mistake we make. And we don't set realistic goals because we don't know the process of getting to that goals. In our curriculum, there's something called process goals and progress goals. Progress goal. I actually took it from a program that I was in, the Body Mind Connect. And it really made sense because progress goal is like you set a goal to gain weight, right? And it's like I want to gain 5 kgs. So that's the ultimate outcome, gaining 5 kgs. But the process to getting there is, okay, I'm going to increase the amount of times I eat. I eat once a day, I eat 2 times a day. So I'm going to increase the amount of times I eat. I'm going to increase my exercise. So I'm gaining weight in a way that feels good to my body. I'm not just eating junks. I'm really intentional about it. So you're exercising more, you less reactive to food. You are listening to your hunger cues better. You're listening to when your body says it's hungry and you give it a good nourishing food. You're listening to when your body wants to have fun. You're listening to when your body wants to relax. These are the processes to get to that place. So you set these process goals where you're like, okay, I'm listening to my body being hungry, so I'm going to eat something nourishing. I'm listening to my body being tired, so I'm going to rest. You're able to incorporate these things so you can listen and hear your body more to eat better and eat nourishing foods and eating more and gaining weight. It's the process goal, and the process goals are really important because they make or break your progress goals. So your goal might be, to lose weight. Yeah, that's good. But what do you have to do to get there? So it's really important to be very realistic about the process and not just your progress, because before and after pictures, but what do you do to get there? And when you're sure of your process goals, it helps you repeat that goal again. You know what you did, the processes you had to go through. It helps with the learning process, so you don't have to guess why you lost weight or why you gained weight in the first place. You're like, I gained weight last week and I gained weight last month, and you don't know what happened. So the process goal helps you make sense of it and gives you confidence and the clarity you're looking for the next time you want to lose weight again, right? So that's that. So it's also another thing I want us to talk about is you have to identify and prioritize your personal health and fitness goals. Okay, knowing these process goals now, you start to just knowing one or two process goals is enough, but then it helps you identify what personal health and fitness goals you have. So it's easy to say I want to lose 20 kgs, and then you start on this your process goals, and you're like, okay, I actually have to start to sleep better. Now, this is a personal fitness goal for you. So you start to create a process goal to help you sleep better. You see how it trickles down? So you're finding what is personal to you. Okay, I don't have the energy to exercise. Okay, maybe I'm not sleeping well. Maybe I'm not hydrating well. Maybe I'm not eating well. Maybe I'm not resting well. So what process goals are you going to set that is personal to you? It is your own personal fitness goal, right? So this would help you manage your outcomes. This will help you make sense of the journey. This will make the journey more bearable, more doable, because it has given you confidence and clarity on how to get to this your ultimate goal, right? So it's really important to manage your expectations at this very beginning, so you see that there is actually work involved, but knowing the particular work to do and when you're reacting to being hungry or to being busy, or maybe you're reacting to overeating, and then you're listening to yourself and what you're thinking about your body and yourself. Maybe you're speaking to your body in this negative way, and then you start to be more kind to yourself and start to forgive yourself easily, because you're identifying these thoughts that are making you feel this shame, and then you're not reacting to it, but you're being proactive, right? Because there's a curriculum in our Unpacking Nutrition that talks about reactive dieting and proactive dieting, and we're still going to really break that down. After watching the calls, we're going to have a conversation on what you're understanding about it and how you can apply it in your day-to-day life. So we're setting realistic goals to help us manage our expectations. Another thing we have to bear in mind is we have to understand our individual differences. And I spoke about it at the beginning, where we have to understand that we are all built differently. Our DNAs, our preferences, our likes, the people around us, the community we are in, our triggers, our background, our parents, our emotions, we are all different. We're all built differently. So how you experience your fitness journey is going to be different from somebody else's own. So it's important to set your goals according to you. That is why it's important to have your personal fitness and health goals. So explore the different things, the impact of your individual differences on your fitness and health outcomes. So we could be on the same goal to lose weight, but it's going to impact us differently. So my body's health point is different from somebody else's own. So you want to lose 20 kgs together, but we're not going to look the same. We're not going to feel the same after we've lost 20 kgs. We're not going to like it the same way. Some people might hate it and some people will love it. It's all different for every one of us. So the outcome is different. So you start to sleep 6 hours, you're going to feel different from the other person. You start to eat a certain amount of food, I'm going to feel different from somebody else. I'm going to feel different. We're all going to feel different. We're all going to experience this differently. So it's really important to manage your own outcome and not look at what somebody else is saying and saying, this person got this way. Why is my own not like the other person's own? So it's important to look inwards and see what you prefer and how your body feels about it. If losing 20 kgs is not for you, you don't have to push yourself because somebody else is saying, I lost 20 kgs and I feel great. You might not feel great. Somebody else might say, I gained 20 kgs and I feel great. And you might not feel great gaining 20 kgs. And that's the reality of it. We all have different genetics, body types, and goals and preferences. And it's really important to set that into consideration when you're expecting what your fitness goal should be like. So that's why here we tailor your nutrition preferences according to you. It's different. We're all going through the same groundwork, the same foundation, but different experiences. That's why your training program is different. Your nutrition program is different. And if we have gotten on the call, you would know that it's according to what your life is like in this moment. And it's all going to make sense as we go ahead. Another thing why I spoke about process and progress goals at the beginning is that we need to build resilience and patience for this journey. I know a lot of times we go on a fitness journey and we want to be in a hurry. We're always in a hurry to get to our fitness goals. And one of the reasons we are in a hurry to get to your fitness goal is that you're not sure what it takes. You lack clarity and you lack confidence. But somehow you want to get to your fitness goals quick enough where the motivation is still really high before it drops, because you lack clarity. You lack clarity on what is working and what's not working. You're not sure that this thing you're putting yourself through is going to get you to that goal, but then you're pushing through. That's why most of us use that word. You're pushing through. You're fighting you're fighting fat. You're blasting through or something because we're not sure that these things we're doing will get us to your fitness goal. That's why I talked about progress and process. So when you figured out your process goals, it gives you this calm and this confidence and this clarity of where you're going to, right? So you're embracing. It's easier to embrace the process. That's the process we're talking about, because people say embrace the process. But what's the process? How you make up the process for yourself according to your realities. Right? You make up the process. So you need to set your process goals to help you build resilience. You're not just going to blindly have resilience. You need clarity to actually retain that resilience you have. And with clarity comes more clarity and more clarity and more confidence. So we are going to build resilience to help us embrace the process. And when I say embracing the process, it's not just, okay, what's the process? I already explained the process in the beginning. You need to embrace the process. Going to bed better, making more nutritious choices, sitting down and listening to yourself, changing your self-talk. You used to pathologize, or maybe the things you say to yourself about your body. Oh, okay, you don't want to throw this drink away. Okay, let me throw it into my body. It makes you feel like you're shielding yourself from the shame as per, okay, I'm already fat, let me just eat anyhow. But then what you're doing is you're shaming yourself by yourself, so that when other people shaming you, it doesn't feel as bad, but it still feels as bad because you're judging yourself, you're judging others. All the self-talk really affects the way you see your body and the things you do to it. And the more you treat your body badly by not eating nourishing foods that your body really actually needs, we talk about health first. Your body needs these foods. It's not about losing weight or aesthetics. It's more first about building a healthy body, and then we can talk about aesthetics. And it's okay to want this and that, but you have to understand what it takes to be healthy first, because the reason you want to be healthy is that it makes you feel good from the inside out. And then when you understand what it takes to be healthy, then you start to choose aesthetic goals. And that is why you need a coach, actually. That's why you need a trainer, an expert, a certified coach that knows what you're talking about, because getting to your fitness goal can look different for everybody. You might get to what your fitness goal is on paper, but you don't feel good about it, and you're wondering why you keep, backsliding, right? It's because you don't feel good. But if you get to a fitness goal that feels healthy, that feels whole, that feels strong and confident, you're going to want to stay there because it feels awesome. Trust me. So you're embracing the process. Another thing is having support system. So these things I'm listing them will help you manage your expectations, because now you see the reality of things. You see how things can go. You understand this is a process. This is a gentle process. I have to be in a calorie deficit. Yeah, but I still have to do other things to help me, support me on this journey of being in a calorie deficit. Are you going to be hungry on a calorie deficit? Yeah, but you're going to be severely hungry that you have to shake and wait until you're no. If you're intermittent fasting, you understand, okay, this is the process I have to go through. Okay, I can do it this way. I have alternatives of getting to the same fitness goal. You can be in a deficit through different routes, right? And diets help you do that. And you mustn't have to diet, it's just the name. So having support system, that is why you're in this program right now. You have a support system, a coach that understands what you're going through, a coach that is knowledgeable. And even if we are not meant to work together, I can refer out, I can go, I have a network of coaches, I can go ask professional questions and get back to you with answer. I can go do my research and get back to you with answer. And having a community of people that are going through the same thing you're going through, to show you that in different seasons, in different moments of your life, your fitness goal will look and feel different every time. And seeing that other people go through the same thing is helpful and helps you build resilience and manage your expectations of the fitness journey you're going on. So you're cultivating a sustainable, healthy lifestyle. It has to be sustainable. It has to be healthy. All right. Most times we want to go on a fitness journey. We just want to, push through whatever it is we are pushing through, and it's not sustainable, and you fail, right? After 1 week or 2 weeks of, 20,000 jump ropes and other hard exercises and intermittent fasting, your body cannot keep up. Even if your mind is willing, your body is tired at this time because it's not well nourished, it is stressed out. And the funny thing about it is that fitness is just one part of your life, but when fitness dominates all parts of your life, other areas suffers. Your work suffers, your emotion suffers, your relationship suffers, your creativity suffers, because you actually stressing your body with fitness. And fitness is not health. Health is not fitness. They are both different things, but they all work together. If one is not suffering, they are both or something to be healthy and fit. But if one is suffering, the other one suffers. And that's the sad thing about it. So sometimes we are overly focused on fitness, but we don't look at health. And then our health suffers, and then we can't get fit. And then when we are not fit, our health suffers. So sometimes we try to incorporate fitness and ignore health. And that is why we don't know how to work it out. Right? So it has to be sustainable, it has to be healthy lifestyle. So it's building a holistic approach to your health and fitness for lifelong wellness. We'll talk about wellness, but I think for me, wellness is fitness and health in a holistic way coming together to give you that all-round health wellness. And health doesn't mean not eating processed foods, and sometimes processed food is how you can survive, on how you can eat. For the past few weeks, I've been in Lagos and I've been really busy, this exhibition, and there was no, or what I would call vegetables, or what you would call healthy food around me. But I still had to eat. So the processed food were the only ways to go. And the KFC chicken, that was plenty oil inside. The old me would be so obsessed with not eat until I get that vegetable, just to feel morally right that I'm on trying to be healthy. But that wasn't healthy because I was really stressed that I hadn't eaten, and the only foods available were those things, and I had to eat it to have energy to actually communicate and do the business I came to do. And that is why it's really important to cultivate a healthy lifestyle and understand your foods, that they're not food, they're not bad or good, they're just food. Literally, it's food, and there's so many things attached to food other than calories and and good or bad. Your food is emotion, food is culture, food is belonging. So we have to look at, we talk about that in a pack nutrition some more. And last thing I want to talk about is body image and compassion. We all have different ways we see our bodies differently in different times. In a day, you could see your body differently 5 times in 5 different ways. Maybe you wake up in the morning and you're like, oh my God, my body is this, my tummy is flat. And then you have breakfast. It feels like, okay, this breakfast I had is fatty or is this. So your feeling is a certain way. You start seeing your body differently. Then in the afternoon, maybe you're hungry and then you feel like your tummy is flatter. And then you're like, I feel sexy, I feel lighter or something. You're seeing your body differently. You're thinking about your body differently. You're seeing it differently. You're approaching it differently. your body image. And why I put self-compassion side by side is that we need to be compassionate about how we talk to our bodies, how we express our bodies, even on the days when you feel like your body, there's something wrong with it. Self-compassion will help you understand that, yes, this is an emotion you're going through. Identify it and know that there's nothing wrong with your body. Even on the bodies, self-compassion will help you not highlight only the parts of your body that you hate, but also look at the parts of your body that you love. And self-compassion also help you realize that you don't have to focus on the part of your body you hate or love. You can be happy about other things, right? The work you're able to do, the system you have, your face. You're still talking about body, your ability, your body's ability to do other things, right? To walk, to do the work you're meant to do, to think, to smile, to give compliments to people, to hug people, to receive hug, and all the other things your body can do. Right, and then you're cultivating self-compassion and self-acceptance, because you're managing your expectations of what a journey should look like. Because if this is going to be a lifelong journey, it has to be enjoyable along the way. You have to find some meaning in it. You have to find some meaning in wanting to lose weight. Wanting to lose weight doesn't have to be what the expectations other people has put on you. It's what you want for yourself. What would losing weight mean to you? Is it personal, or is it what every other person says should be? Did the doctor say you have to lose weight before your illness is gone? What if you just have to get stronger and practice living healthier lifestyles before you see that, okay, the illness wasn't really about your weight, it was about the lifestyle you're practicing. And sometimes you could be in a larger body and be healthier than someone that is toned and muscular and appears to be healthy and have this fit look that we think what health looks like. So yeah, and that brings us to the end of managing expectations. Managing expectation will help you build long-term sustainability on your journey, and it will help you enjoy it more, have more meaning. It would help you want to come back to your fitness over and over again. It will help you change some certain language you use about your body. It will help you develop sustainable habits that will last you a lifetime, and you can, teach to other people around you, your children, your spouse, your parents, your siblings, your nephews, your cousins, your nieces, right? And it will also help you make sense of quick fixes and help you avoid bad diets and quick fixes. And I'm going to be sharing some resources for reflections. I have this workbook where you are and where you want to be. If you've not gotten it, you're going to see it in the resource area in this course. And have a very good day, and we've come to the end of our reflections. Do share your final reflections and your action plans with us in the group. I would love to read it and share ideas with us. And have a very good day, everyone.